So let's continue working with this project. We're almost done. Probably this video and the next one is going to be the last to finish this project. So let's see how you can validate and check if the answer that the user has submitted is the correct answer or not. So right here you can see we have this if statement. So we're going to create a new function right here to make this smaller. So let me add check answer. And when we need to create this function, so let me scroll to the bottom and let me add a comment right here. So we're going to add check if the question, if the answer is correct or not. So we're going to add the name of this function, and this is going to be again equals to an arrow function. And we need to check the current answer. So let me add const user answer. And if you remember, we are adding this class. So you can see we have this active class. So we're going to check for this. So we're going to add a document dot query selector, and we're going to use dot questions dot active. So you can console log this question. So let me console log user answer, and let me add user answer dot text content. So in order to access the contents of the li, so we're going to save this, and let me click here on console. So first, let's say that you didn't select anything. You can click here and it's going to display this. So next, if you click in one of these questions, so for example this one, and you click here on check, it's going to display the value of this question. You can click here on this one, it's going to check for that value, or this one, or this one. So it's working fine, it's reading the value that the user has selected. Then we need to check if the answer is correct or not. If you remember, we have this correct answer here on the global variable. So this one, the value is added right here in the display question. And since this is a global variable, you can access this also in this method. So it's going to be right here. For example, you can console log that value. So you can save this. And for example, let's say that you select this one and you click here on check. You can see we have 100, which is going to be this one, the value that we select. And the correct answer was this one. So the way that you can check if this is right or not is by adding an if statement, and you add this code that we have here. The user answer is equals to the correct answer. That means that the answer is correct. So let me add that's correct. And let me add here on the else statement, let me add a console.log. And I'm gonna add that's run, something like that, something really simple. We're gonna add some extra code in just a little, so we're gonna remove this. So let me save this, and let me select any of this question because I'm not really sure about this. So let me click here on check, and you can see we have that's correct. You select this one, it's going to be that's run, or this one, or this one. So this way you can check if the answer is correct or not. Thanks to this global variable that we have here on the top, we can access the value in any of the other functions that we have. So if you take a look here on the finished project, you can see that we have two boxes. One is green and the other one is red. So the green one is when the answer is correct. The red one is when you have an error in the answers. So you can select this one and you can check. You can see we have two errors. Let me select this one. And that was correct. And this number is increased. So we need to display something like that in our game. So we're gonna see how this is done in the next video.